Hello girlfriends and welcome to another episode of Tried and Tested. Okay, today we are testing electric face cleansers. Now I know most of us clean our faces with our hands the regular way, but they say that these brushes give you a much deeper cleanse. But the thing with these electric brushes, right, is that some people think they may be too harsh for our skin, but this is made for our face, so maybe it's a little bit more gentle. So today we're going to test and see exactly how gentle and how effective they are. This one is the most affordable one, it's only $30 and it's only available online. This is the V-Cell. This one is in the mid-range. This is $88.90. It's called the Alicia Koi and it's from Korea. It's an award-winning brush. It's endorsed by many Korean celebrities. The Clarisonic is the most expensive one and this particular model is the latest one and it's $320. They also have others in their range that go from like $170 to $215. This is the #1 brush that's recommended by dermatologists as well as the #1 seller at Sephora. Okay, let us see if there's any difference between the three. For this test, I'm going to put the brush in a bowl of water and turn it on. And I'm going to see how much movement it causes in the water because this will test, I guess, how violent the brush movements are. Let's see. This is the V-Cell. I see there's quite a few ripples and the water is moving quite a little bit, so I guess it looks effective. I'm not sure about how gentle it is though. The thing I realized about this is that when I turned it on, the back kind of like popped open. So this is not the best thing you want for something that is going to be exposed to water because this is where the battery is kept. So other than that, there was quite a lot of movement in the water, but I'm not sure what that means yet. I'm going to have to compare it with the other two. Next, I have the Alicia Koi from Korea. And now I'm going to put it in the water, same thing, and test it out. And on. So it looks like it's about the same. It doesn't seem like a lot stronger or a lot weaker. Alright, so this is the Clarisonic, the most expensive of the lot. Let's see if it's worth the money. Put it in and turn it on. I can hear the movement of the water inside and I can hear it go. There are really very little movements, like I can barely see anything at all. Like, okay, I could not for the life of me figure out how come these two caused so much movements in the water, but this one didn't. And then I figured it out. It's because these two, right, the brushes rotate. So they're gonna cause like ripples. This one doesn't rotate, it oscillates back and forth, you know? So it doesn't create a movement in the water. So I think that means this is the most gentle, followed by the Alicia Koi and then the V-Cell. Alright, let's move on to the next test. So for this test, we're going to see how gentle the brush is. See, I have two pieces of tofu here. This will be the control piece and this is the one we're testing it on. I'm going to take the brush and brush the surface of this tofu and see if it changes the texture. But if you have a closer look, you can see that there already is some kind of like some lines and all of that on it. So we're going to brush and see what it does to it. So I have here the V-Cell. I'm going to apply it to the tofu for 20 seconds and then do the same for the other two brushes. And go. I'm not applying a lot of pressure on it, just resting it on the tofu. And done. I can see that it has actually taken off like the top surface of the tofu. So quite a lot of difference. Now I'm going to test this on the award-winning Alicia Koi. Let's see how this holds up. Okay, this is quite cool. I see no difference. And I applied the same amount of pressure, so I was just resting it on. Impressive. This one is the Clarisonic. Alright, 20 seconds. Alright. I cannot see a difference yet again. Now, I think for some people it might be thinking, but I thought you wanted to exfoliate your skin, isn't that the whole point? Yes, but our skin is a lot thinner than tofu, so like if you can't see a visible difference on this, it's probably a little bit too hard on your skin. For this test, I've applied a thick layer of foundation on my hand as well as a lot of eyeliner, and then I'm going to remove it with a brush. After which, I will take a cotton pad soaked with makeup remover and see if there's any makeup left on my hand. So as you can see, there's still some eyeliner left. And now I'm going to test and see how much foundation is left. Try the areas around the X. It may not be too visible, but there's still some foundation left. You may be thinking, but you're not washing it long enough. The thing is, usually for your face it's about like maybe 1 minute. So for a small area like this, it should be less than half a minute to clean the area of your face because you don't want to over cleanse it either. That's not good for your skin. And now we're going to test the Alicia Koi. Wow, this is pretty fast. As you can see, there's a lot of eyeliner all over the place. It kind of spread out the eyeliner, so I'm just going to clean the whole thing and see if there's any foundation left, or whether it's just eyeliner. So this one seems like there's no foundation left, just eyeliner. I can see that there's no foundation left because, I don't see tinges of brown, it's mostly just black. So I think I managed to get off all the foundation and just a little bit of eyeliner. And now it's time to test the Clarisonic. Alright, so I think that this did a pretty reasonable job. Now I'm going to see if there's any foundation left. You can see that there's like almost nothing left. So I think they did a really good job. Okay, ratings. The V-cell I felt was not particularly gentle, but it did do some cleansing. It's kind of like, you know those brushes that you buy at like Daiso, the hand brushes? I think it's like as good as those, but there's an added electrical element and it does give a deeper cleanse than just your hands. So I would give this a 7 out of 10. The Alicia Koi, I would give this an 8.5 out of 10 because to deliver this kind of quality for that kind of price, I think it's pretty good. And it's also pretty sturdy, like it's AA battery. This is rechargeable, this is AA battery. These two are AA batteries. And I like rechargeable because I find it more convenient. AA batteries I don't like to go and buy. So anyway, this is an AA battery and it's pretty solid also. So I quite like it. The brush head is a little bit shaky, but for the price, I think it's pretty worth it. Alright, the Clarisonic I would give a 9 out of 10 because it was a really deep cleanse and it was very gentle on the skin. And also I like that it's very sturdy, like the bits don't just fall apart. But I guess that's what you pay for. Okay, that's it for this episode. I hope you learned something. If you want to find out more about the products, how much they cost, where to get them, go to our Facebook page. It's in the featured products album. Okay, in the meantime, go be clean. Take care. Go be beautiful.